Yo, what's good? It's Skano from the gutter. Right quick, regarding the Carmelo Anthony situation. Now, I'm not going to defend dude, but I did find it confusing that he's facing first degree murder. And like I said, this dude, Casey Allison, not even manslaughter. Now, I know, it's different circumstances. Same scenario. You show up for a fight, mutual combat. You start getting your ass whooped, and you pull a knife out. Actually, one punch was thrown. Is that not premeditated? So this dude, Casey Allison, shows up. They agree to meet in a bathroom or whatever for a fade. Him and this dude, Jose Ramirez. Allison shows up with a knife, So Jose throws one punch, and he gets stabbed 3 times, end up dying. He set this dude up for the woo-woo. That's what Allison did. He knew what he was going to do. That's why he brought the knife. That's why I said it's the same damn scenario. I know it's different circumstances, dumbasses. So the people that's jumping on here talking about, woo-woo this, woo, I know it's not the same exact circumstances. Same scenario, as far as I'm concerned. How is he at least not facing manslaughter? That's what I said. I never said Carmelo Anthony should get off scot-free. I said first-degree murder, that's a stretch. Especially, this is similar circumstances, man. And he ain't even facing manslaughter. Dude about to be home. So, shit, he ain't even locked up. So, I know it's, apples and oranges, but at the same time, it's, you can make a direct correlation. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all can say what y'all want to say, man. I'm going to stand on that. But as far as his family, I'm going to say this, man. They didn't cost this family, they done added years onto his sentence, man. And I say that because, okay, a lot of people think the most important, individual involved in this case is the judge, right? It's not the judge. The prosecution, the DA, no. No, it's not his defense. You know who what the linchpin of this case could be? What I believe? Austin's father. Austin Metcalf's father. And I say that, okay, he's the surviving, the case lives on, his son lives on through him, right? Now, this dude kind of offered an olive branch. He said he's already forgiven Carmelo. Coming off real gracious. You know what I'm saying? And it's like at every turn, the Anthony family is spitting in this dude's face, antagonizing him on social media, trolling him. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Are you really concerned about your son, ever seeing the streets again? Because the tactics that y'all are devising, this ain't it, man. This is not it. And as I said, he should try to appeal to the court's sympathy. You know what I'm saying? If there's any to be had. And that would start with the father, ingratiating yourself with the father. You know what I'm saying? That would go a long way towards this dude seeing the streets again or getting fried. But y'all want to troll this dude's old man. You know what I'm saying? Going on social media, doing the most with y'all goofy asses. Y'all done fucked up the church's money. So you say, So y'all ain't even got the defense funds. Y'all some clowns. This dude's family is, so I kind of see, you know what I'm saying? It runs in a family as far as, dysfunctionality. Because what the hell are y'all doing, man? So I guess they got what they wanted out of it. You know what I'm saying? That $500,000, from the GoFundMe or whatever. So just take that and disappear. Go slide up under a crack somewhere and let this shit play out because y'all not doing Carmelo Anthony no favors. None at all. Can somebody please explain to Latinos, that the 14th Amendment was not, it was not put in place for immigrants. Y'all, there's some confusion. I'm not the most, intelligent person. I'm not even gonna stand here and act like, But I do understand that the 14th Amendment was put in place for free slaves, basically. Upon emancipation, they had millions, 4 million, 5 million, slave, they made them citizens by way of the 14th Amendment. Therefore, every child born after that, automatically, a citizen. That's the whole purpose of the 14th Amendment as far as what we discuss in citizenship. Y'all seem to think you come over here, have an anchor baby or two, and 10 years, you automatically, that's not how it works. The 14th Amendment is not in place for immigrants. You understand what I'm saying? So it seems to be some confusion there. So, yes, I'm aware our ancestry traces back to the continent of Africa. You know what? So all y'all talking about we can be deported to where? You know what I'm saying? Deported to where? So there was no migration. We were kidnapped and sold in a lot of cases, sold off. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference between that and, coming over here to reap benefits. Because that's what y'all have done. Use these anchor babies. And, hey, get in how you fit in, man. But y'all pimping this 14th Amendment shit. Have an anchor baby or two. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, and y'all seem to forget that instead of coming over here and trying to ingratiate yourself to FBAs, because you must remember, all this animosity that y'all seem to have for FBAs, I don't understand it, where is this energy coming from? But what y'all need to keep in mind, we paved the way for all you immigrants. For hundreds of years, and I'm going to keep saying it, we paved the way. Our literal blood, sweat, and tears for hundreds of years, civil rights movements. We paved the way for y'all. Show some gratitude. We're not asking to have our asses kissed, but show some gratitude. Show a little bit of appreciation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you had done that off the rip, but y'all so dense as far as to, maybe had you done that, who knows? You might have been on the front line standing up for y'all. Because we know what it's like. We definitely know. But now y'all getting a little taste. And y'all want someone to blame. Blame each other. That's what I'm going to keep saying. Blame each other. Look around in your own community because a majority of y'all voted for that. Or y'all calling each other out while y'all bitching and moaning. Steady word about FBAs. Talking about our status and our stance in this. We here. You know what I'm saying? We not going nowhere. We fully entrenched. And that's the problem, man. That's the problem. But don't hate us. Appreciate us. Because like I said, who you think laid the groundwork? So, yeah, man, like I said, man, back to the drawing board and get your mind right, man. We are not the enemies. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. No ops left, Scano. You already know.